Bryan, the play right after the Bentley's run where he decided to throw it instead of spike. Can you take that?
No, good.
Just is that something you guys work on a lot, or like every practice? And is it always to you?
Probably about 2 times a week. We go 1 minute situations in practice, and we run those type of plays all the time, just situational football and things like that.
Bryan, 51 seconds left. You guys get the ball. You got to hurry, and you come up with the 2 big plays. What did Jake say in the huddle? What were you guys thinking in that desperate situation like that?
There wasn't really much to be said. We knew what we had to do. I mean, you're down in that situation. You got to go out and make a play and win the game, and that's what we did.
Bryan, Coach talked all week about, other guys having to step up with Debo being out. How do you think you guys as a receiving corps did?
We did all right. I think we left a couple plays out there, me, myself, on that deep ball where I dropped it. Could have had a 6 right there, but I feel like we did all right. Ortre stepped up on the big post route and scored, and we did good for the most part. We got to keep improving.
Skai, what were your thoughts as you were on the sideline watching Parker line up for that field goal and just waiting for the outcome?
Well, I've seen Parker make a lot of field goals in practice, so I was confident that he would go out there and hit that one.
As a veteran on this team, what kind of confidence will the team have after winning a tough game like this, especially with so many young guys in the first time role as starters and being guys that are being counted on to produce?
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a big confidence boost, moving forward throughout the season. We had a game full of adversity today, and we overcame it, so we learned a lot today as a whole team.
Bryan, it seemed like the offense got a little bit more in rhythm in the fourth quarter. Just why do you think that is, and do you think the offensive line playing together when Sedarius came in was kind of a big part of that?
I think it was just us finding our rhythm, and eventually, I mean, we got there and we got it down, and we started moving the ball, and it's just how it worked out.
Skai, have you had a conversation with Bryson yet about the length of his injury and just keep your head up or something like that?
Yeah, I talk to Bryson almost every day, so I'm in his ear talking to him, keeping his head up, and he's a real positive guy. He always looks on the bright side of things, so he'll be all right for sure.
Skai, now that you don't have Bryson next to you for the rest of the season, do you put more weight on your shoulders as a senior in your year back to lead this defense?
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of talented guys out there, so, I just go out there and do my job, whatever my job is within the scheme, and try to make plays within my job.
Skai, before the first go-ahead touchdown for you guys, there was a 3rd and 3, I believe. Looked like you were in coverage, and at the last minute you guys made some changes. Can you talk about what you saw and how you were able to make the change that quick for you to get the tackle for no gain or a loss or whatever it was?
Well, basically when they come out, we make defensive checks on their alignment and their formation. So if they come out empty, we'll make a check or whatever. And if they bring them back in, we'll go back to our base defense. So it's just the scheme that T-Rob puts in place, and we just, have so many repetition that it's just, second nature to us to just go out there and make the checks and stuff.
Bryan, can you talk a little bit about Ortre and Tyson and what they kind of brought to the table today?
They brought big plays to the table. I mean, when you look at it, on the long run by Tyson and the post route, breaking the tackle and staying on his feet and scoring, I mean, they brought explosive plays, and that's what this offense needs when we got a guy like Deebo Samuel down.
Bryan, how many hands did that last ball bounce off of?
It hit me in the chest, and I just caught it. It wouldn't really bounce off anybody else's. I was kind of, over top of him a little bit, and it just bounced off my chest, and I got it on the second one.
Bryan, it took till the fourth quarter to score. What was kind of going on offensively for the first 3 quarters? What was the struggle to get the ball into the end zone?
It was a lot of things. There was a lot of small details that we got to get worked out and things like that. Just a lot of situations and play callings and things like that. But I mean, we're gonna have to go back to the drawing board and be ready for Texas A&M next week.
Skai, for you guys, the offense finally started clicking in the fourth quarter. As the fourth quarter went on, how did you guys on the defensive ball? How much more motivation did that give you to hold those guys from getting towards the other end of the field?
Yeah, I mean, every time we're out there on defense, we focus on ourselves, and we just know we got to just go out there and play football no matter really what's going on, and we just focus on our alignments and our scheme, and just go out there and play ball for real.
Bryan, first half, it looked like Jake missed you on a deep pass. It seems like that has happened a lot this year. You guys still working on trying to get on the same page, or what do you think was up with that?
It just, it happens sometimes. You get overthrown. Time is messed up sometimes. But I mean, we're gonna get it down, and we're gonna get these touchdowns, and we're gonna get rolling.
Anything else for these guys?